Good morning, everybody. I'm telling you, Facebook has strange things. I hope that I am live for you now. It didn't do it the way it normally does, so there you go. I am Sharon Wilcox, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, coming live to you from Chesapeake, Virginia. And you can also find this over on YouTube a little bit later as well. Today is March the 2nd, and it is 2023, and I have a few things to show you. Let's see. Well, first, before I show you things, let me just tell you a few things. One is this past week I was sick, so I wasn't here, and I have had mostly it was the trees in all of our spring trees are blooming. They have bloomed, they're out. And you can hear I still have a froggy throat. But last week I had an enormous headache, and I guess that was just them blooming and throwing out all their pollen and stuff. But I also have what you call a trigger finger in this thumb. And yeah, it's my left hand, but you'd be amazed at how much I use that. And that's it. I can't bend it anymore. So go this direction. That's it. It's stiff like that. If it does bend down, it's excruciating to get back. I also have it in this finger on my right hand. But you'd be amazed at how often you need your thumb. So I have asked my husband to do many things, including buttoning my sleeves, because, well, I could do this one, but I couldn't do this one. Opening my ink pads, simple things like that are just painful. So I do have an appointment with the surgeon. I have had those cortisone shots. I've had so many that they won't give me any more. So it's now time to see the doctor. So anyways, that's where I am with that. So hoping that it's not a big deal. We have so many new things happening. So first of all, we're out of Celebration. So if you missed Celebration, I'm really sorry, but we had some amazing products in there. And I don't think there will be another one this year. I believe that they're doing it once a year now. The other thing that they have done, which is just crazy and fun for everybody, is they have added new stuff to the online store. So do you see this right here? I'm moving it around for you. Stamp or SharonWilcox.stampinup.net. That's where you want to go shop. Okay, and just go check it out. No commitments, just go check it out. I'm going to move this back up here for now, but there are a ton of things. So I'm going to just attempt to pull in a couple of things and see if it will let me. Let's try this. Yep, there you go. So these are beautiful card kits that you put together, okay? Question is, how do I get that out of here now? Oh, I'll just do that. The next one, this is a really cute stamp set as well. That's available. So there's the stamp set, and I love this rhino and the little birds, and Hope Your Birthday is Wild. It's just a really cute one. And there are dies that coordinate with it. Make that one go away. And let's see, here's another one. I'm not going to show you all of these, but look at how cute these are. Okay, just a couple more. Here's this one, which these are border dies. I absolutely love them. So I just highly recommend that you go over to my Stampin' store and look at all the new stuff. This is just a few of them. So you will really find a lot of fun things over there. So I think that might be all of that I wanted to show you, but I do have a couple pieces of new products. So let me hop down here, and I'm not sure why this is all cockeyed, but it is. So there you go. Get that out of our way. I do have one of the things that are in the store. I haven't even had the chance to open them. This is called Irresistible Blooms. There are dies called Irresistible Bloom dies, and there is designer series paper. And I'm going to open this up because I haven't even done that yet. I do have fun things to show you, so bear with me. And this, of course, is Hello Irresistible is the DSP to go with this. Now, you're going to see a couple of colors in here that are old colors, but they are returning. They will be in the new catalog. And while I'm thinking about it, these stamp sets, dies, there's paper, there's ribbons, there's all kinds of things on the Stampin' Up! Store. They're going to be there until supplies run out, and in some cases they will restock. So, you know, if there's something you love, I would suggest to get it right now. But two of the old colors that are returning, and we'll see them in here, I've not even looked at this yet, is Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. Some of you may remember those colors. So here's this one. Oh, and let's look at the back of this. Oh, pretty, of course, as usual. Okay. I just love their papers. I think this is one of the best things. Well, there's so many good things about Stampin' Up! Oh, isn't that beautiful? But their designer series paper is always over the top, beautiful, and awesome. And just make me happy because they're so beautiful. And a couple more here. I love how they do this white like that. It's so pretty. Oh, I love that too. Gorgeous. You can use this for so many different things. That's really pretty. I love the splatter. I don't know if you notice. See this splatter? That's actually, there's a stamp in that stamp set that looks like that. Almost done here. Ooh, pretty. Just gorgeous. Okay. There's that one. And then this last one. This with, I don't know if I can get it, this one. Very pretty. Okay, let me put these over here. This is probably my favorite. Of course, I love those colors. This is that stamp set, and you see those beautiful speckle stamp in there. It's always a favorite. Love, love, love that. Something else that they have there that I too have not played with yet. I only ordered a couple of things, and it is 3, not 1, but 3 3D embossing folders, and does not have a name for each one. Basic 3D embossing folders is what it says. So there you go. And they are pretty cool. So just a little peek at what you can go order right this minute. And before the catalog expires and we get a new catalog, make sure you check out the big idea book and catalog. So what I wanted to show you today are 3 sets that I used. I know, I usually only showcase one, so I want your opinion, how you feel about that. And I'm showing you just a smidge of each one instead of a lot of cards from one. So I do have a couple of cards from this one because I love Easter Bunny, and we know that the punch has now been sold out, discontinued, but look at how simple. This bunny is too easy. You can you can cut him out freehand. It's super easy. Um, Here is card number 1 that I did. And yes, this is the designer series paper. I hope everybody got a bunch of that in their freebies. And you notice that I have some designer series paper back here. This is probably my favorite package of designer series paper right now. It is a Hostess, and I tell you, it is so worth it. It's called Dandy Designs. So I would get my friends together and get some orders and get yourself some of this, because there's so much in here and every single page is gorgeous. And because I had cut this, I used it several times. And then this one, oops, knocked them over. This one, the background, remember this, the dainty flowers. So that's absolutely stunning as well. So I did cut out the little bunny and put him on there, a little butterfly, little banner. And then on the inside, I gave him some Easter eggs. He's hidden in the grass there. Cute, cute. And then a simple little envelope to go with. The next one, I used the same color designers series paper. It's just the other piece. I still have half of this left. This color is so happy. I love it. And I did use the cane weave embossing folder on that, and I love it. I think that is just so beautiful. And the other little bunny here is standing up. There's 3 different bunnies, and I used some of these pastel adhesive back sequins on here. Of course, I used my favorite dies, stylish dies, but I wanted a little background on that. So I used the Fresh Freesia and I pulled out my layering circle dies so I could have that little scallop, because I wanted it a little foo-foo-y. So there's that, and it's on Fresh Freesia cardstock. And then on the inside, I stamped the little flowers, and I put a little bit more of that designer series paper there. And of course, an envelope to go with. And I kept the envelopes fairly simple, but they're adorable. And here's these, let me show you these 2. This bunny is stamped in black and just a little pink on its ears and nose. And this one is stamped in gray. And I don't know which one I like better. I don't know. But that's the way I do things, trying to decide which I like and how I like things. I also used our pretty pillow box and created this one. Now this I did use the punch, but I think you could do this yourself simply by stamping that bunny, making yourself a template, and then cutting it out. This little flower comes from the flowers in here. Some of our gorgeous Fresh Freesia ribbon. I love, love, love that. And then the center are those little daisies, and I may not have those up here. Oh yeah, I do. Let me see. And the loose daisies. Now, unfortunately, I think these may be back ordered. Then I'm not sure. I can't remember. But anyways, gorgeous, cute, simple, and you can put a little candy in there. It'll fit a perfect little Easter peanut butter egg. You can put money, you can put jelly beans, you can put whatever you wanted in those. But these are fast and easy to do for sure. And using the pretty pillow boxes, I just love them. They're not complicated nor hard at all to do. So this next one I'm going to show you is the fun fold that I wanted to share with you. But before I show you that, let me show you this. Have you ever ordered these? This is the craft note card and envelopes, and right there's the number. Now you get all of these craft envelopes and these craft um, note cards, which I love. I just love this craft paper. But did you know, and I did not know, that you get this box? This will make a gorgeous little box full of candies and goodies for somebody, or full of cards that you created. Now, no, I didn't create cards, but here's the cards and the envelopes. And then the bottom, you're going to see where I punched out that little bunny. But what I think I might do is use that and put a little bunny here. Just cut this and layer it, mount it on the inside back. I probably would use the plaid because the plaid truly is my favorite. But look how cute that is. Yeah, so that's why I didn't throw that away. I know we have different shades of paper, but I really wanted this craft. I love it. And I just think it's so cute on here. Kind of looks like a little chocolate bunny. So anyways, I thought this was such a little bonus that you get this with that. And you wouldn't even have to decorate it. I mean, I would. I'd probably put one of those little bunnies, but look at this. I'm just winging it here. But look at this, guys. Just tie a beautiful ribbon around this. Put a little bow. Put a little plaid bunny on there, or several. How cute would that be to give somebody at Easter? You wouldn't even have to decorate the whole thing, just a little bit. So something else to keep in mind, I was a little surprised when I opened those up and saw that they had the box to make with that. I love it. So, okay, so here is our fun fold. Did everybody pull out a piece of, oh, and I didn't tell you at the beginning, did I? But I did put it on yesterday's post. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So run and grab one if you want to. And then another piece that is 4 by 2 1/2. And you can either pull out some designer series paper or just a piece of cardstock and get your paper trimmer as well. I want to show you what I've done to my paper trimmer. Over here on the side, this ruler on the side is so hard to see, but I took some of our tear and tape and just attached it. Obviously, I'm not going to pull the other side off because then the whole thing would be sticky, but I just put it on that ruler so I can see those numbers much, much better. When I'm showing you this today, I am going to be manipulating this so that I can see. It is hard, and I don't want to be sticking my head over top of what I'm doing so that you can actually see it. But let me show you what this cute little fun fold is. And this is it. Okay? It's called the Impossible Fun Fold. And it's just adorable. So I did the bunny. And then on the other side, I did the eggs, and this is where you can write or put a greeting or whatever you want. And it stands up, which makes it absolutely adorable. Isn't that sweet? And I have a couple more samples I'll show you. But the fun thing is, here's my envelope, is that it folds flat so that it will fit right into your envelopes. You don't need a special envelope or anything. It'll fit right down in there. Just like that. Okay? And away she goes. I love that. And I think that's such a cute one. And when it's sitting on your table or wherever your cards are displayed, I think that'll look really cute. So, if you're ready, let's do this. So I have a piece that is 4 1/2 by 5 1/2, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, sorry. 4 1/4, better pull that down, okay? By your 5 1/2, there you go. First thing I like to do is get the cutting blade out of the way, and we are going to score this down the center. So this is 4.5. That means we're scoring at 2 1/8 inch. Okay, so score that smack dab down the center. Now this is when I'm going to turn this so that I can see just a little bit better. And I'm going to cut this in the center here. And I've turned, okay, this is where we scored it on the 4 1/4 side at the top. Now I moved it around so that the 5.5 is on the side. So half of 5.5 is 2 3/4. So I put it right up there at 2 3/4. And this time I need the cutting blade. And I'm going to cut down to that score line. And you can see that because it's at 2 1/8. And also, you can look right through there. You can see here, follow your 2 1/8 over here, because I have put this tape on here. Now I can see it better. You can also look right through there and you can see that it's right at the score line. So now we've cut this piece right here. So now what we want to do is cut 1 inch marks. So I'm going to use this side of the ruler as well. And I'm going to cut from the bottom this time, the bottom up. So I'm at 1 inch on this side of the ruler, all the way up against the top, and we're going to cut right up to that score line. Okay, and again, there's a couple ways to see. Make sure you're getting all the way up there because you don't want to tear your card. There we go, we're right there. Okay, and you see that little cut. And then we're going to move it down on this side to the 1 inch. And hold that in place. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to cut up to that score line. Okay. There we go. Cut up. And that's all of our cuts and do for this. Let me set that aside. We'll fold this one up. And you might want to use your bone folder to get a nice crisp little fold. Okay. And then what you do is you literally flip it. And that creates the card. All right. You can flip it the other way if you want it the way this card is going, like that. Either way is fine. Doesn't matter. So, isn't that just simple and adorable? Now, I highly recommend you create a template like this, and you can see 5.5, 4 1/4, score it down the center. Now here at 2 1/8, I've got all my markings on here so that I know what I'm doing. Cut 1 inch from both sides, cut here, so that you know what you're doing and you have a little template for later when you want to create this. Now let's create this here. Now, you do not have to use designer series paper. You can use cardstock. You could just stamp it. You could do whatever you wanted. You could just leave it plain if you wanted to. But I'm going to use some more of this designer series paper, and you see I've used it there. And this is a paper I really avoided. I thought I loved it in the catalog. I got it and I was kind of iffy on it, but it's grew on me. It's called Fancy Floral. And right down here is the number for that. And I'm telling you, oh, look at the colors. It is absolutely gorgeous. It really is beautiful, beautiful paper. So I'm going to be using a piece, and it has some of the fresh freesia, which is the color of our cardstock that we're using. So let me show you what you need to do for this one. you want a piece of designer series paper that is 4 by 2.5. So let me cut off my 4 first by 2.5. And you want 2 of these. So there's one. Did I cut that at 2.5? Nope, I cut that at 2. I'm gonna have to grab another piece. Silly me. Not listening, not paying attention. Let me see if I have another one of those in that color. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. If we can do this fairly quickly. What's the other side look like? Okay. Yeah. If I don't see it quick enough, I'll just pull. There it is. Pull out another. Now, just because I cut this one wrong, well, this one's right, but these other pieces wrong, I don't just throw them away. Of course not. You use them for another project. So typically you would be cutting this from one piece, because somebody was talking and not paying attention. She cut it from the wrong side. So 2.5. There you go. All right. So what I want to do is take both of these, and at the same time, I'm going to trim them. Okay. So that it fits. All right. So with the short side at the top, I'm going to place this, put these snugly together, try and hold them together. I just find it really faster and easier if you do them both at the same time. So what you want to do is you want to put this on the 3/4 of an inch mark, and I'm going to turn this around so I can see it a little bit better. So you can see I'm going down to the 2 1/8 mark, which is right there. Okay, now I'll take this out, keeping these together. I'm going to turn it so that this way, and I'm going to put this on 2 1/8 here, and that is not right. Let me remember. Yeah, I think that's right. 3/4 inch. I want to cut that out. Okay. Let's put that. Yeah, I think I cut that a little too long. Let's go this way. Let's try this way first. Cut that piece out. This is what you're wanting. And if I cut it wrong, then it won't fit properly. So here we go. Let's see if it's going to fit. I'm having one of those moments. I did cut it just short a little bit. You see my line there? I had it right. I just didn't trust myself. So let's get that cut down. This one right here. And sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen that might be watching me. Trust me. Right there. Did I cut it all the way down? Nope. I don't have my cutter directly in front of me. There we go. We got that little piece cut off. I'm going to flip this back the way I had it. This. How did I have that? Ugh, I'm having a moment, girls. Like this. Nope. Anyways, you get the gist of it. I don't know why I'm having issues this morning. Nothing unusual. This way. There we go. All right, you see that when you have those little issues, just keep working with it. You will figure it out. It is not that hard. Okay, so here is my little template for that, and follow it. Don't try and do it on your own. Follow this. This is 2 1/8 down, 2 1/8. So you're cutting at 3/4 inch. That's this side. Okay. So that's the basis of that whole thing. It's really quite simple. I think the most difficult part is this. So if you don't want to deal with cutting it like I just showed you, you can always cut a strip, a rectangle to go here and a strip to come down. There's ways around that. Or don't even cut a designer series paper, but isn't this paper just gorgeous? I mean, really, that is so pretty. And it coordinates with so many different ones. Now, what you do want to do, and I don't have one here in front of me that coordinates with that, but you do want to have a piece that go across here, okay? And what that does is stabilizes the whole card because it's a little wonky. You see how that is? So you want to have a piece, and it doesn't matter. I used 1 inch wide, but you can make it any size that you want to make it. That's totally up to you. So let me show you a couple other sets that I used for this, and one of them is called Silly Goose, and I don't know where I set those sets. I just had them up here. So here is Silly Goose, and here she is. So Silly Goose used the same designer series paper and just a different color variation of it. Starry Night cardstock. And you'll notice a difference between the bunny and this one. I did a second layer on the bunny, bringing in some of this coral color in here, but I only used 1 layer on the Silly Goose. Silly Goose is just absolutely adorable. Now, the Happy Birthday came to one of my favorite sets, Go-To Greetings. I just love this because of the different sizes. You've got Happy Birthday there like 3 different times, different sizes and different fonts. And, but she's just a lot of fun. And it says Silly Goose, a Silly Goose told me it was your birthday. And then on the back side, this Silly Goose forgot. And you notice I only used a portion of her this time, which I think just adds a little interest to your cards. But again, fast, easy, fun little fold to do. And then the last one, I got a little more serious, and I used Rejoice in Him. And on this one, I use this gorgeous sage color. What is that? Let me look at this really quickly. Soft Succulent. And I just think this is so pretty. It says, He is risen, and then wishing you joy and love this Easter. So I put a verse on the front because I just really wanted it to look complete. Yep, I used more of that same paper. I'm telling you guys, this is an amazing, beautiful pack of paper. If you've not looked at Fancy Flora, I would certainly give it a try because it's got everything, whether it be masculine, feminine, fun, it's there. I did hand fussy cut this little sprig here, and then the back of it says, Peace be unto you, and I stamped the dove. So guess what? I used every single stamp in this except Celebrate His Love. And did I put that on the, nope, but I should have. But I did make an envelope with this, but if I put this on my envelope, I would have used every single stamp in this set, and that is a rarity to use every single stamp on one card. Not necessary, of course, but they all just worked. So what do you think of this fun fold? Do you like this one? Also, let me know what you think, how you feel about me using 3 different stamp sets, 4 if you actually count the word set for the happy birthday. Or do you prefer that I just focus on one set each time I'm on? Let me know, and I'll take that into consideration. So let me flip up here. Alrighty, well today is a rainy, it's supposed to be 70, but it's really chilly feeling. So I've got my old flannel shirt on today, layered a little bit, so when it does warm up, maybe I can take the flannel off. So spring is in the air. We're going to be no lower, well, daytime highs in the 50s, 60s. We've had 70s and 80s so far. And like I said, everything is bursting with bloom here, and I bet it is where you're at as well. So until next week, happy stamping and do something fun for yourself. And I will see you next week. Give me some comments, give me some thumbs up, some hearts, some love. Let me know what you think, okay? This channel is for you guys. So if you don't show me what you love, how do I know? So I'll just keep doing my own thing. So take care. Happy stamping.